Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. Today we're talking about this, which is the new Anker Powerhouse 200. So this product right here is one of their portable power units. More compact than some of the other ones that they've had in the past, and honestly more compact than some of the other ones I've checked out recently. Probably a couple months ago I was looking at the Energy Kodiak, which is a huge and powerful power bank, but A, very expensive, and B, just it's large. It's very large. This thing is much more it's much more feasible to have something like this for transporting it, you know, while you're car camping, when you're out and about, maybe taking a long trip with the family, whatever it might be. So let me give you some of the details on this, and I can tell you already that I've used it. I'll roll in some footage right here actually of charging up camera batteries last night using this, and it worked great, charging multiple batteries all at the same time. So let's talk about the outputs here. You can see we have three different sections. So you've got your basically your like standard wall plug, then you got USBs with the USB-C, and then you have a DC, which is basically like your cigarette lighter. Fewer and fewer people are using that as basically, you know, the connection point to charge something up. But if you do have something a little bit more old school, you've got a way to charge up that product. Your USBs are standard. I mean, you know, most people are charging up phones and things like that. That's you're going to be using a USB output. This right here, you can see we've got buttons on, off, on, off, on, off across all three. When you press the button, it's going to actually show you how much power is left. Right now we have 93% left, and I had this on for probably, I don't know, maybe an hour or so last night using it to charge stuff, and it was at 100%. So yeah, I mean, then you know how much power you have left. Now you do have to turn each of the individual sections on and off here. So if you're using the center outputs, you need to turn that one on. Make sure you don't just have this one turned on. So you can see I've got 93%. Let me hold this down and it's gonna go back off. So that's that. You can't use basically your cigarette lighter style and your standard wall plug at the same time. I guess it's just pulling too much juice out of the battery pack. If it's totally drained, plug it into the wall, and in about 6.5 hours, it will recharge it. You do have a couple of different ways to charge it. You can use the USB-C here, or also on the back, you got your standard wall plug. I guess it's what's it called, a DC plug, I think. And that's included with it. I don't want to bring it out here into the woods just because I don't want to get it all wet. Now, whenever I talk about like a charging unit, a battery pack, something like that, people ask, you know, how many times can it charge my phone or my camera, things like that. It all depends on what you're charging. So you can charge multiple phones at the same time. You can charge multiple phones multiple times with this. So this unit right here is 57,600 milliamps. So it's got a lot of power. You know, your standard, like trying to think of some of the other batteries that I've had from Anker, you know, you're talking several thousand up to maybe 15,000. So this thing is, you know, a larger unit. This is not something you're going to use to like power the fridge, you know, when the power goes out. But as far as a transportable unit for, you know, camping, charging things up, just kind of general around the house, or maybe you're out like in the driveway and you're working on something and you need to charge up some batteries for like a drill or something like that. This is a good thing rather than running power cords, you know, all over the place, like from your shed back to the front of your house, or having to go back inside to get your you know, your batteries that you're charging inside, which is my story. Often I'm charging stuff inside. I got to run in and out. So it's nice to have something like this that you can take out and use in that way. Honestly, this is pretty self-explanatory, which I find is true for a lot of Anker products. So again, turn it on, you're gonna see, turn it on here, there we go, 93% left. So that means you got 93% of the battery. So when it goes down to 0, that means there's no battery power left. Press this to turn it off, like I did before. So I've told you some possible uses for the Powerhouse 200. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you have something like this, or if you have this one, you know, what are different ways that you've used it? Price point is going to be around 300 bucks right now at the time of this video. It's available on Amazon. I've got links down below if you want to head over to there and check out more details on this thing. One other note is just that the overall build of it is very good. Sometimes you get a product, for example, I had a power pack a while ago that I used for a while, but the solar panel was small. The solar panel didn't really use to charge it up. It didn't really work to charge it up. And then B, it just like part of the internals, like where the ports, where you plug stuff into the ports, it just broke. It just like started getting loose inside the product. I've never had an issue with Anker products. I've used a ton of their batteries. We use their splitter, basically that is one of these IQ splitters, so it's not gonna fry your battery. We use one of those down in our kitchen to charge our phones. So I definitely like Anker. I stand behind their products. So that's pretty much it. Let's hear your thoughts on this, and we can get that conversation started in the comment section down below. Thanks as always for checking out the videos here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.